What's up, guys? It's Axiom the Good Time Gaming, and I'm here with a little bit of a milestone slash vlog video. Let's get straight to the business part of things. All right, so first things first, right? I recently hit 2,000 subscribers, and I am super excited about that. Definitely another milestone. It's been like the first 1,000, a pretty long way coming, but things are going a lot quicker than that first 1,000. So I'm hoping that maybe by the end of the year I can hit 5K. Like that'd be amazing if I could do that. That's kind of like my goal for this year. But yeah, anyways, 2,000 subscribers, sitting somewhere around 2,100 right now, which is pretty good. Really excited about that. So if you're a subscriber and you're watching this right now, then thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You have no idea how cool it is, how good it makes me feel that people out there actually want to watch the shit I make. So yay. All right, so let's talk content for a second, okay? So here's what I'm looking at in terms of what I want to be playing here very shortly, okay? Dying Light, The Following is coming out next week, so I'm going to be doing that. Hopefully it'll be a co-op run. I'm going to try and get a couple friends to buy the expansion pack or buy the game and play it with me. I'm crossing my fingers for that. If you're watching this right now and you have a microphone and you're not like a nasally sounding idiot or like racist stuff like that, then drop me a message on the channel, on Steam, and say, hey, I want to be a part of the video, and you can probably get in there. Lots of people that have left comments or added me on Steam have been in my videos here and there. If you're a good player, you're cool to play with, and you're not a dumbass, then hey, you might be in there. It's not that hard, guys, really. I'm also thinking about doing XCOM 2. The one just came out. I think it comes out tomorrow. But I'm still kind of on the fence about that. It's a little different than what I normally play for the channel, so I'm not sure if it'd really get any views or whatnot. I want to buy the game definitely, but I don't know if I want to buy it now or wait for a sale and get it later on down the road. But it's definitely on my radar. I'll figure it out tonight whether or not I'm going to play it or not. I really want it though, but I think I'm going to wait and just be a good boy and not get it. Also, there may be some more console stuff coming soon. I have both an Xbox One and a PS4, so I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing some live streaming on my consoles. Maybe not doing recorded stuff for Let's Plays, but maybe just doing some live streaming stuff. I'm not really sure. I always say I'm going to get into live streaming, and then I just don't do it because I'm just kind of lazy. And sometimes I just want to play the game and not like worry about entertaining anybody. So I might get in live streaming soon, maybe not. We'll see. I know it's something I have to do. It's just a matter of when I'm going to do it. So we'll kind of see where things go with that. A couple other things I'm working on. I want to do a top 10 video for my top 10 favorite heists in Payday 2. So I'm kind of in the planning stages of that right now. I want to do an official channel trailer. I already have the music for it. I just need to get a friend of mine to do a couple graphic things on it. That I think I can get that going, get that out the door. And what else am I working on? I want to do like a top 10 guns in Payday 2, but I haven't got a chance to do that yet. That's kind of that takes a little bit to do, so I'm just kind of like putting that back and back and back. But yeah, there's a few things that I'm working on. And I'm also working on a video review for the Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. I've been playing that on Steam, and I have almost 100 hours in it so far, so I'm really liking the game a lot and having a lot of fun with it. And the last review I did of an MMO, The Secret World, actually went really, really well in terms of views. So I'll probably be doing that as well for Tesso. So be on the lookout for that. All that stuff out of the way, I want to do a few shout outs because I'm very, very bad at doing shout outs. So I'm going to shout out a few friends of mine. If I miss you, I'm so sorry. Yell at me or talk to me more, and I'll make sure to remember you for next time, okay? Don't hate me. Alright, first I want to do Seeker. Seeker's been a cool dude. He actually has a little bit of a channel here on YouTube. He's been in several of my videos. Pretty consistent guy, good player. I love him. He's a cool dude. There's also Quasar. Quasar's a guy I talk to a lot on Steam. He's also played in a few of my games here and there, so he's a cool dude. Zombie Hunter, who is a good friend of mine. He's been in a lot of my different achievement runs and some of the videos, and he's just a cool dude all around. No Time to Explain. I don't think I've actually played with you. I don't know. I don't think I have. If you do, I don't know who you are on Steam. But I know you leave a lot of nice comments and stuff in my videos, so I appreciate that. So thank you very much, sir. Next up, I want to give a shout out to Amber Lee. One, because you recently left me some pretty cool comments, and two, you actually reminded me that I really need to do these little vlog things a little more often. It's like months between them. So thank you very much for that. I'm sure we'll get to play sometime soon. Next up is Spartan. You've left a lot of cool comments on here. I think we played a time or two here and there. So shout out. Flesh the Pig. He left some cool comments on my Fallout 4 videos. Shout out to Flesh. Meat Moop, who has been around for a long ass time. I'm not sure how long you've been around for, dude. But yeah, good to have you around. Leave a lot of nice comments and stuff. Thank you very much. Gibby Chew, with your ridiculous Pikachu avatar that I love so much. You're a cool dude. Hope you get your channel up and running this year. And if I can do anything to help you out, man, like I said, just let me know. Cass, Cass is a cool dude. I'm guessing dude. I'm assuming dude. If not, correct me. But you usually leave some comments on my videos. I really appreciate it, so thanks a lot. Mercenary Fox. This guy has been around for a long ass time. I don't think you're actually playing Payday 2 anymore from the way that you kind of talk about it. But I appreciate you sticking around for so long. I mean, I was kind of looking through my comments and going back, and there's some comments from you going way back. So appreciate you sticking around, man, watching the videos. Thanks a lot. And last but not least, we had Jay Young. I forget what your name is on Steam. I'm sorry, don't hate me. But I know your name on YouTube, so thank you very much. I know we've played a few times before. Just give me a soft reminder about who you are on Steam, because I have a lot of friends on Steam. Sorry. So with all that out of the way, I'll do a really quick Q&A and just answer a few questions that I've received on the channel, that I've received on Steam from people that I've played with and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to go through a few questions here that I have written down on my handy dandy Word notepad. Ooh. So first question. This one actually came from Zombie Hunter. I actually wrote this one down. I wrote down who sent it to me, so thank you, Zombie Hunter. This question is, what got me into gaming originally? That is an excellent question. Very excellent question. So I used to live in South Texas. I lived in a little cotton town called Taft, Texas. It's about half an hour or so from Corpus Christi, Texas, which is a pretty big city. And whenever I lived there, I was probably like up until like 4-ish or 5-ish, somewhere around there. But I got a present from my grandfather, who spoiled the shit out of me. And that present was a Super Nintendo system. Yes, a Super Nintendo system. I'm that old. I feel so old when I talk about that. But no, it's SNES. It was my very first console. I still remember, because I guess, like, I don't know how it worked back then. I'm guessing you had to, like, send in a rebate or something like that. But I remember my mom and dad, they were still together then, and they sent in a rebate or something where I could get Super Mario All-Stars for free, like, in the mail. And I still remember the night that that thing showed up in the mail, like, how excited I was and how stoked I was to finally have Super Mario All-Stars. And I remember playing the crap out of that and just raging so hard as a little kid, because some of those levels were just brutal and just terrible and awful experiences. But I remember that. It was the best thing ever. Played Donkey Kong. I was in like 1st and 2nd grade playing Final Fantasy VI, which is a pretty, I think it's 1st and 2nd grade, somewhere around there. But either way, like, I got Final Fantasy VI shortly after it came out, Chrono Trigger. And maybe I'm wrong in this, but in a lot of ways I credit those games for being a big part of like why I did really well in school as far as like English and vocabulary went, and like creativity. Because back then, right, you didn't have full cutscenes with like voices and everything. You had to be able to read that stuff. So like I would be playing Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy V or whatever. It was known differently on SNES. I'd be playing these games, right, and I'd be like, what does this word mean? So I'd have to go look it up, or I'd have to ask someone about what the word meant. And I'd be like, oh, hey, new vocabulary word. You know, whenever it came to spelling, writing, English, and stuff in school, I was like top notch, 110%, super good at that. Now I sucked at math, that's different. I was lazy. But English and stuff, vocabulary, I had that down pat. Gotcha. So yeah, SNES is my first system. Then I went up to Nintendo 64, I think? Yeah, N64. And then I switched over to PS2. And then I got a Wii somewhere like in 2007, I think. And then, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Somewhere around then. And then I got my first gaming computer. I built that, and I want to say it was 2008. Yeah, because I've been working for a year. So I built my first gaming computer in 2008, and I finally bought the PS3 in like 2011 or 12, somewhere in there. And then pretty much shied away from console gaming after I built my gaming PC. I recently bought the Xbox One and PS4 because, well, why not? I wanted to play Destiny for PS4, and then I found out it's kind of overrated. And then Xbox One, I just honestly wanted to play Perfect Dark, because I remember playing Perfect Dark on Nintendo 64, and it was like the best shooter ever. So that's the main reason I got that. So if you have a PS4 or an Xbox One, or I guess a PS3 or an Xbox 360, you want to send me a friend request or whatever you call it on either of those things, then please check the links on the channel. You can catch the links in there for my username and stuff like that. Send me a message, send me a friend request so we can chat, hang out, maybe if we have the same games. Cool. Alright, here was a good question that came out not that long ago from one of my friends on Steam. What is my biggest pet peeve in gaming? This one's pretty cut and dry for me. It's not DLC. Okay, DLC is a pain in the ass, right? But at least with DLC, you're generally getting something a little more substantial. Okay, my big pet peeve, if I can talk, is microtransactions. Fuck them. Microtransactions, where you pay like $20 to get some Destiny gold, and oh, you can buy this stupid thing over here. At least with DLC, maybe you're getting a campaign or you're getting some other maps or stuff like that. And some people would say that microtransactions and DLC are the same, but I disagree with that. A microtransaction to me is like, for example, the shit in Destiny where like you can pay $40 to have your character level 25. Like, what the fuck? Who does that? Or like you can pay all this money to get a dance or like a special little mount or something like that, some little costume. Like, those are microtransactions to me. They're micro and they fuck you, so they're microtransactions. There you go. That's my analogy for that, I guess. With DLC, you're getting like a campaign or something a little bigger than that. So I hate microtransactions. I sometimes buy them. I will say that. I have been known to buy at certain times. But overall, I despise them and I cannot stand them. So that's my biggest pet peeve in the game. Alright, what is my favorite game of all time? Favorite game of all time is very difficult. To me, it's more like, the only way I can even begin to break this down is if I go by like console, like as a whole, okay? So I would say my favorite game of all time on the SNES console would be Final Fantasy III. Now, chronologically, it's known as 6, but on the console, it was known as Final Fantasy III. Had Edgar Sabin, Celeste, Terra, all those good people. That was my top game back then. I played the shit out of that. And every year I go back and I play it again. Every year, at least one time, I go through and do a full 100% playthrough. It's the game that for me never gets old. And it's just such a good game. The story is good. The characters are interesting. You have such a wide array of characters. It's before the time when every single character in Final Fantasy was like some little preteen, prepubescent boy with like spiky hair, like, I gotta save the world, guys. You know, this was like mostly adults. And you know, they all had their own unique looks. They were very cool looking. It's not like emo Final Fantasy 15 we're about to get, you know. This was cool stuff back then. I loved it. Great music as well for the era. So definitely my favorite Final Fantasy 3 on the SNES. On the N64, no question, Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark was the best one. Perfect Dark to me was better than GoldenEye. Come at me, bro. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Perfect Dark was just better in every way. It had better frame rate for the most part. It had an awesome expanded upon multiplayer with bots. The guns were interesting. They were unique. The story was okay. Perfect Agent, the highest difficulty, was a good challenge for me back then. The freaking Dark Sims, and if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. Those Dark Sims that you would have to like practically just like watch the little radar and you know it's coming around the corner. You have to like practically start firing before it comes around the corner. Otherwise, your ass is done. Done. Those things were evil. They truly were evil. Those Dark Sims. On the PS2, I'd have to say my favorite game from that area was probably Dark Cloud. I can't really say if it would be Dark Cloud 1 or 2. 2 had a little bit better combat, and a little bit more depth to it, but 1 was like the original. Probably Dark Cloud 1, I would say. That was a cool game. Good RPG, combat was kind of basic, story was interesting. It was cool because you had to like rebuild the town, so like every different zone you went to, you had to like go through the dungeon and rebuild the town and put it back a certain way, so that life would come back to the town basically. It was really cool. It had kind of like almost a very small SimCity type component where you had to like kind of build this town up. Very cool game, very nice. Played a lot of it. Probably my favorite one on PS2. On the PC platform, I would probably say my favorite game of all time was Guild Wars. The original Guild Wars. I put somewhere around like 5,000 to 6,000 hours into that game through the course of its launch, all the way up until probably about 2008, 2009. Definitely a major part in my gaming life growing up. Met a lot of cool people on there. I don't have contact with, unfortunately, any of them anymore. I could tell some stories about that. I might have to take some time one day and put out a vlog just kind of talking about some of the stories and stuff, because I did some pretty cool shit back then. I wouldn't even say cool, it's probably stupid. I don't know, I was a kid, I was a teenager, I did dumb shit back then. But yeah, Guild Wars was easily my favorite game. Guild Wars 2 is kind of a disappointment. I don't know if it's just I couldn't get over the nostalgia of the first game, or if it just wasn't what I was looking for, like in terms of Guild versus Guild. I bought Guild Wars 2 at the launch, played it some, and ended up kind of walking away from it. And I haven't been able to get back into it since then. I have it downloaded. I've tried multiple times. I just cannot get back into the game. It's just like, I don't know what's going on anymore. It's just like so far beyond me. So that kind of makes me sad, because I had really high hopes for Guild Wars 2. But yeah, Guild Wars 1, easily the best game. And major part of my gaming life, I guess we could call it that. Alright guys, I think that about does it. If you'd like to have some more questions answered, give me some questions in the comments or send me a message on Steam, and I'll try to remember to write them down. And next time I do a vlog, I can answer some of those questions, let you guys know what goes on in the mind of Axiom. What's on in here? So, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Hope y'all enjoyed the content. If there's any games y'all ever want me to cover or do, just let me know and I'll see if I can get it. If you want to buy it for me, that'd be cool. But I'm not going to do that. Yeah, if you ever buy anything for yourself, then I have links on G2A and CD keys. So just like click that first and I get a little small percentage of whatever you buy. So that's kind of cool. But you don't have to. If not, then whatever. Just have fun, play games. Easy, right? So I'll see you guys next time, next vlog, and in the next video, which might be XCOM or it might just be Dying Light next week. I don't know, we'll see. So I'll see you guys soon. This is Axiom's A Good Time Gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like anything you saw here today. Remember to always have a good time gaming. 1 second, guys. Cat tax. Say, I'm such a fat boy. I'm a fat boy.